Hey, Mean Matt here. So, there's a couple things that I just can't not talk about because they're kind of stupidity. But it it seems that Will Smith was signing autographs for fans or whatever, and some guy came up and gave him a hug or something, as fans would do, and then he gave him a two cheek kiss. To which Will Smith decided that that wasn't appropriate, so he gave him a pimp slap, which I thought was, I don't know. I'm still trying to wonder what the hell was going on there, because you're a celebrity, and I probably said this before, but when you're a celebrity and you meet fans and they're gonna do things that, as long as it's not violent or anything like that, they're gonna do things that will show affection differently. To which this guy, I'm sure, did. Um, it was the same incident years ago with the guy. Well, okay, that was pretty stupid. A guy had a squirt gun and squirt Tom Cruise in the face. And then Tom Cruise, well, he didn't smack the guy, but he gave him a talking to him, whatever. I just think it was a silly thing. I think that maybe Will Smith could have did the same thing because it was really stupid. But hey, that's kind of the way that was handled. Um, when you're a celebrity, you should expect things like that and try to handle it professionally instead of bitch slapping people to death or whatever you want to call it. Also, want to talk about this, and I know that every video I do always ends up about wrestling, but this kind of really interested me, and I just looking at the article now, and I was thinking about this, and as I'm reading this article, it actually mentions this. Chris Jericho, or actually, let me read what it says here. A big update details on Chris or Y2J flag incident. Jericho nearly arrested. According to several sources within WWE, the incident with Chris Jericho denegating the Brazilian flag at WWE's 524 Sao Paulo live event and his subsequent suspension is completely legitimate and is said to be a major issue for WWE at the moment. WZ, the Wrestle Zone, has learned that Jericho is nearly arrested for the incident, and several within WWE feeling the incident was irrevocably affect the company's relationship with the country of Brazil. Okay, so basically what happened was Chris Jericho, as I would have said, he desecrated the Brazilian flag. He probably, wiped his ass on it or blew his nose on it. But I'll continue on here because this is what I, compared it to before I read this. This was not a case of Shawn Michaels sticking the Canadian flag up his nose, a source told WrestleZone. This is a different era. Okay, first of all, it don't matter if you're in Canada, if you're in Brazil, if you're in Iceland, it should still be a thing of disrespect. It don't matter what kind of era you're in. And Shawn Michaels should have gotten a suspension for doing that at 97, but I'll read on. In which you don't do things like this. You'd think WWE or Jericho would have learned from the mistake of Dave Finlay made. If anybody knows what happened with Finlay, I would like for you to fill me in on that, because I have no idea what happened there. But the same thing goes. If Shawn Michaels could get away with sticking his nose, the Canadian flag up his nose, then why isn't it that Chris Jericho would get, it's so frustrating, because, and not only, not just because I'm Canadian, it's the fact of, if you're in any country, period, it should be the same thing. But I guess Brazil has different laws. It kind of makes no sense to me, but that's just the way it is, I guess. So, Chris Jericho no longer in WWE, which I figured. Not too many people like him anyways. I do, but I guess there you go. Nothing more to say, actually. It kind of is all weird. But anyhow, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.